Warning, the following content may induce serious FOMO and an uncontrollable urge to travel.
Drew, thank you for being with us here today.
Anytime.
Caviar Wings.
Wings.
For
Hands
sure?
down, always.
What kind of wings?
I like just traditional buffalo
Okay.
or plain.
All right. Not mad at that. Welcome, folks. Sahar here. We've got Kelly as well. She's off camera.
Hi, guys.
So you wanted to cover Tokyo?
Yes, Tokyo.
Why Tokyo?
Well, it's funny. I only been there once, and I've only been there for about a day or 2.5, but it's amazing. It's different than anywhere I've been before. Like other places in Asia and all that, like it's crazy. I don't know, just the whole vibe, everything, the culture, everything, the way it looks, like everything's crazy.
So you've been to 52 countries,
Yes.
and you went to Tokyo for 2 days and 1 night,
Yeah,
and that's the country,
and that's the country I choose.
the city, well, I
The
should say the
yeah,
city you choose.
Actually, I like Japan as a whole. I mean, I haven't been anywhere else, but I feel like just based off Tokyo, I like
You're
the
going
whole,
to automatically
I gotta go
like the
back.
rest of the
Yeah,
country.
Absolutely.
So what makes it great?
Well, like I said before, the culture is crazy. It's real like it's like Japan itself is like it's kind of a sheltered country for most of its existence. Not a lot of visitors come to Japan, so I feel like it's actually kept its culture like 100%. Like you go there and you
Authentic.
feel, yeah, it's authentic. You feel like you're in like a whole different place. Like, you know, you go to like for example, like we spoke about Hong Kong. Like I go to Hong Kong, yeah, it's China, but like it's so like I have access to everything I need.
No.
Like I don't really feel like too thrown off. Like I've been to Hong Kong a million times, walking around by myself. I don't feel thrown off. Like Japan, I was out there and I was just amazed. Like everything was amazing. Like you go to 7-Eleven and the snacks are like, wow, look, like it's crazy.
Amazing snack at
Yeah,
7-Eleven.
yeah. Amongst other things.
Like
yeah.
a kid in a candy store. Yeah, pretty
Exactly.
much.
Exactly.
So I think the most memorable things for me while I was in Tokyo was just how clean it was. So
Yeah, super
imagine
clean.
something on the size and scale of New York City, but clean.
Super clean.
Super clean.
So I felt
And
bad
people
like
were
doing anything. I was like sitting there like,
polite and really, really kind. And I'll tell you one thing. I had a bottled water, and we were walking around one day, and I'd finished my water, and I'm like looking to throw it out. I couldn't even find a trash can. I guess people don't, as a custom, they don't like walk around with these things that are
Disposable
just
things thrown
easy.
away.
Yeah,
Yeah.
easy disposable things. The taxis had like little white like tablecloth situations on your back headrest
Yeah.
that were actually white. They were clean.
dingy.
So if you could imagine, like something like that would never be the case. And I use New York City as a reference because I
Yeah.
lived there for 13 years, but that would never happen in New York City.
Yeah, no.
Where did
Especially
you
not the train.
Right. Where did you stay?
So I didn't have an emphasis on where I stayed. I just picked a random hotel. Well, I had a method to my madness when I picked it. Like I picked something that was central, but not like right in the mix. I got something that I can get around to the things I wanted to see real quickly. It was in Ginza.
Ginza.
Yeah.
Okay, so for the ladies out there, Ginza is like the top shopping area in Tokyo. It has every single designer that you could imagine. So it is actually worldwide considered one of the best shopping meccas. So definitely. And what we're gonna do, we'll look it up and we'll put it on our social page. So you'll have to, if you're not already following us on Caviar and Wings, but we'll do a side by side of how much a Chanel bag will cost you out there versus here in the States, and the same when it comes to Louis, because it is a little bit cheaper when the dollar is stronger, when you get your tax back, and all those things.
Actually, travel to Japan right now is actually pretty decent with the dollar versus yen.
Yeah.
Like usually it's super expensive. It's like London or
Yeah.
have you ever been to London? Like getting a hotel in London is ridiculous. Like
Yeah.
it's kind of like that. But right now it's actually manageable.
Oh, and you could justify it because the dollar. See, this is girl math right now. The dollar is a lot stronger than it previously was relative to the yen. So it goes a lot further, obviously, while you're visiting there. And if you go, the Chanel bags are slightly more moderate there than they are here in the States. And with the stronger dollar, you end up saving some money, including the notion of getting your tax back, because you're visiting. So all those things combined, really justify taking a trip out there. That's gonna be a repeating theme. Anytime we talk about shopping overseas, there is a Louis store. I want to go back. Obviously, I loved it there for a lot of reasons, but there are two things that are on my for sure to-do list when I go back. One is the Louis Vuitton store. It's 7 stories. It's absolutely amazing. In addition to, they opened a Louis Vuitton cafe out there.
I've been to a Ralph Lauren cafe once. That count?
I mean, it's not Louis though. Shout out to all my Louis LVMH folks, but yeah.
LVMH plug?
Yeah. On the top of my to-do list the next time I go out. If you haven't seen it, we'll post some pictures of it on our gram, Caviar and Wings. It is absolutely stunningly beautiful. They did such a good job with just the design and the architecture and, combining the elements of Louis into like a really unique space.
That's dope.
Yeah, it's super dope. And then the other thing on my to-do list is Janu Hotel.
Oh yeah.
Yeah?
That's part of Aman, right?
Aman. So for folks who might not be familiar with Aman Hotels, Aman Hotels they're Asian-based. And their hotels are absolutely stunningly beautiful.
Next level. Yeah, they're next level.
They're next level. They're
Price
absolutely
is next level too, though.
The prices are next.
Yeah, absolutely.
That is like money is no object. Let's go, right? The rooms start like if you catch them on a low season, and they're like struggling for someone to come and like book a room, it's like $1,600 a night.
Yeah, pretty much. I mean, look, I stayed in one in Wyoming for one night, just to say I went.
Oh, the one in Jackson Hole.
Yeah.
So I stayed at that one at one point too. And that one, I went for New Year's one year. That's a whole nother story. But beautiful, beautiful, beautiful.
Yeah, my price might have been different than your price. New Year's, I don't know.
Is it really, Drew?
Is it? Is it really? Actually, mine was a date. So yeah. Your price was your price was a little bit different than mine.
My price was not a date price, yeah. Unfortunately.
No, but their Aman Hotels are absolutely gorgeous. They're Asian based. They're super beautiful, but they have come out now with this new more affordable line of hotels. Yeah. And it's the Jana. I think I got that right?
Some of the J-A...
N-A?
Yeah,
is it J-A-N-A
or J-A-N-U?
J-A-N-U.
Yep, Janu.
Janu.
Mm-hmm.
It's probably pronounced Janu. Yeah, for sure.
That I don't know how to pronounce, but...
But their slightly lower price target starts at like $900 a night.
I mean, look, for Tokyo, that's not crazy.
Okay. Kelly, do you remember how much
It was not $900, I can guarantee you that.
Oh,
we went? Where did we stay?
Mandarin Oriental.
Oh.
Yeah, we stayed at the Mandarin Oriental, and I don't think it was $900 a night.
$750.
Probably. Something
I actually
like that.
don't know how much it was because I'm the Venmo friend.
She's a Venmo
she's
friend, so I just send her a big bill at the end of. It's a repeating theme you'll continuously hear in all our episodes.
I know, I need some hard tab. What's up?
Man, see, the way my bank account is set up, and with this podcast situation, the only vacation is going to be to the set.
Yeah. In Tokyo, like, their culture is super, like, non-confrontational. Unlike other places that I've been to, like, they mind their business, or at least pretend to.
Yeah.
Yeah. I didn't get that
I got
vibe
that
at
in
all.
Nicaragua. Actually, they stared.
India. Never been stared at like my life.
mean, that's
I'm like, brother, we are the same color.
Yeah.
And they were staring like it's got to be cultural because their stare is like unbreaking like this. They just stare like awkward like.
Drew had them mesmerized.
Like they won't
Is
stop.
that what it was? I don't know.
They won't stop ever.
I think it's a cultural thing. I don't think it's true having them mesmerized.
I mean, you know.
Not to burst your bubble, but.
Yeah, it won't make sense because Japan is like super like mind your business. People don't like, they won't stare at you. They will just mind your business like They're like very like non-confrontational. Like, all right, they might look at me and be like, yo, you're weird looking, but I'm gonna mind my business. South Korea, this lady walked up on me and she's like kept getting closer and closer to me, and then she pulled her phone out and just banged out a selfie like of me, just pop. Like, and I'm standing right here looking at her like.
She might have thought you were famous.
Oh, like when
Like
India?
when we were in India. I was in India for work, and I was there for like a few weeks. And I was on the weekends. I'm like, all right, like I need something to do. I'm bored, you know. Not really bored, but I need a friend.
You need somebody, right?
I need a
Yeah.
friend. Like I don't want to hang out with my coworkers. So I hit Drew up, and I'm like, yo, because I'm like in Bangalore, so I'm not close to New Delhi. I'm like, oh, meet me in New Delhi. Like let's go to the Taj Mahal or something, right? And this man was already across the world somewhere, right? He was like, yeah, I'll pull up to New Delhi.
I forgot where it was, but yeah.
Yeah, I was like, yeah, I'll pull up to New Delhi. Let's go. And I was like, all right, cool. So I caught, this is the craziest thing. In Bangalore, for some reason, they had a flight that left Bangalore and went into New Delhi at like 3 a.m, which was so odd. It was something crazy. Because when I landed, we literally immediately got in a car service, some random.
No, I had the guy from that picked me up.
That picked you up from the airport or something.
Me around today, yeah.
Some random guy.
He said, "Yeah, I'll drive to the Taj
Yeah.
Mahal." Meanwhile, it's like 3 hours away.
It's 3 hours away. He drives us. Then he finds us a tour guide on the side of the road, and we're like,
You know,
we're like, okay.
Yeah.
Tour guide on the side of the road. We'll take you.
they took us to his cousin's
Yeah.
shop to go out. Yeah, that was crazy.
And I usually don't like doing guided tours when I'm in foreign places. I just want to seek on my own, and that was one of the first times I did something like that with the guided tour of the Taj Mahal, and it was an absolutely beautiful experience.
Yeah, it was crazy. And never mind, we skipped that line. That was like 1,000 million people.
It was 1,000 million people.
Yeah.
The guy we picked up on the side of the road.
He said he's like, yo, get out.
I got it. Don't worry about it. Let's go. And then we start walking through the tour or whatnot inside. And I personally loved it because there was so much, there's a personal connection for me with so much of the Persian culture that influenced what happened there. It was a Persian architect and all these things. So that was hit a special note with me. But additionally, as we're walking around, everybody starts coming up to me and starts asking to take a picture.
Yo, that was crazy. It was like a lineup.
So
It was a
special,
lineup.
princess.
It was for real. I have pictures. I'll post
No,
them.
so Drew was taking pictures of people coming to take pictures. They were
Yo,
gathered
I'm telling
around
you,
me.
They were people standing around circles, people standing in line waiting oh, can I go next?
And we're trying to figure out who do they think I
Who
am?
are you? Word.
So did you ever tell them that you're an engineer?
No, I didn't. I just ran with
know.
it.
Yeah.
So there's someone probably somewhere with a picture of me
On
thinking
the wall,
that.
yo, look.
It's not the case, sorry. But yeah, so that was a great experience. All right, so shifting back, let's go back to Tokyo.
Yeah,
Well,
Tokyo.
do people think you're someone famous when you go to because I do feel like when you're in certain countries where they're not as diverse,
Oh yeah.
they always assume, especially if you're in a certain space, if you're staying at an Aman or something like that, it's super elevated, they just assume. What do they assume? What do you think they assume?
Oh, I'm any black dude with a beard that's famous.
Sure.
Check.
What do you think they think you're famous at?
That's a great question. Not what I do for work.
Kelly, what do you think?
I would say baseball. Drew gives me baseball.
Baseball.
Baseball?
Yeah.
No, you don't think so?
No. What is he
gives me
doing
baseball.
baseball? What is he doing? Does he
yeah.
look like he can pitch?
Maybe a catcher.
A catcher? No, I don't think catchers are. I think
I don't even know what catchers look like.
Like you.
no. Now you're just making.
How
up
many
things.
catchers do you know?
A lot.
Name
Yeah.
one.
I don't know.
I feel like people don't know what I am, and they just want to know. I've seen people all the time just look, and then look away, and then look back, and they're trying to figure out, is that guy somebody?
No.
No, nobody.
Maybe rapper Drew. Does Drew
Rapper?
give rapper?
No, he doesn't give rapper.
I have 0% Drew
I
Ramero.
don't know.
Is that what it takes to be defined as a rapper?
To look like one, yeah.
To look like
I
one?
think so. I don't know.
That's not true.
Name a rapper without jewelry.
Kendrick Lamar. See?
Touche.
Right, here we go. Common doesn't wear jewelry.
He probably has like a watch or something.
It's not blinged out. I don't think
Yeah,
it's
I
blinged
can
out.
see Drew rapping. I see Drew rapping.
He's like, what kind of rap would he be? He would be like that.
That was a earthy neo soul rap.
Yeah, yeah.
Earthy neo soul? That's
He would
crazy.
be earthy neo soul.
Wow. That's how you really feel about me. Okay.
Just shifting back to Tokyo, we talked about where you stayed, right? We talked about culturally what you love there. Were there any memorable restaurants for you?
You're gonna hate me for this. I don't know the name of it, but
Drew, you can't come on the podcast and not know the
I
name of
don't
the
know the
restaurant.
name of it. I was looking for it, but I can't. It was random. I just randomly walked up on it. It's in Shibuya, like their main like Times Square, I guess you could
Yeah,
say.
so for folks who don't know, Shibuya, that's the main intersection everyone always kind of draws a clip to when you see images of Tokyo, that huge
Intersection
intersection
that has like like
where
12
you can
different-
like cut diagonally like through the middle. So
Yeah,
just for
I went there at like
context.
10, 11 o'clock at night. And it was packed.
Yeah, it's
Yeah.
always packed.
Yeah.
Kelly, I think we got pictures from there.
We do. I was able to get one decent picture, even though, you know, you have 100 great pictures from Tokyo because I took them.
Yeah, we've established I'm not the best picture taker.
Terrible.
No,
Don't
you're a
get so
scene
hard to
taker.
take
You
a
can
picture.
take the scene.
I could take a scene. I
Yeah,
can't.
you're a scene
For
taker.
some reason, when it comes to taking pictures of people, it's just not. I can't be good at everything. Kelly and I.
You're good at shopping.
I
You're
am.
great.
I'm great at shopping. We did the Wagyu tasting.
Yes.
Yes. So we literally every night we went to a different restaurant. We went to what was the name of that restaurant that is in the Kill Bill movie?
I call it the Kill Bill restaurant.
We call it the Kill Bill
Oh,
restaurant.
I'm sure you can Google the Kill Bill restaurant.
All the other restaurants we went to, a lot of them, it's like two people sitting. There's a name for this style, but I don't know what it is. Maybe we can Google that too. But it's two guys sitting in the center. There's seats all around them. You see all the food laid out, and you just point
Pick what you want.
what you want, and they cook it for you.
Oh, that's dope.
It was amazing. So one night we went to a restaurant and they charged us something crazy. Like, mind you, we didn't see the prices on the menu, but we assumed it can't be that bad. So we had such sticker shock that night.
So
Sounds
if
about
Sahar,
right.
if Sahar said she had sticker shock, then it was really
It's crazy.
shock.
It was
Yeah.
really, they charged, there was one place we went to, they had a room charge on there. Because they put us, we didn't ask for a private room.
You have private room vibes though.
Is that what I give when I
Yeah,
walk in the door?
absolutely.
Put me in a private room?
Uh-huh.
Maybe they thought I was famous too. Maybe that's what
You
it
are.
was. Yeah. But they put us in a private room and we get the bill and it says room charge. And we look at each other like, room charge?
How much was the room charge?
I think it was like 600 yen or something like that. That's a lot of money.
Yeah, it was crazy.
It was crazy. What's the conversion rate right now? The dollar to the yen?
One United States dollar equals 154.62 Japanese yen.
So it's, I was
Okay, no, because our room charge was like
probably $600 US.
US, yeah. It was $600 US for sure.
I can tell you about my little restaurant place. That's kind of cool. It's not as cool as your restaurant though. So it's like, first and foremost, there's no English anywhere. I just saw people lined up, and so I was like, what's going on in here? And I saw it was ramen. I'm like, okay, it's got to be official. So I kind of like, I went in line. I don't know one word in Japanese. I'm like, konnichiwa. That's it, right? So the lady comes up and she's asking like, because there's like little booths. It's like a booth. Like, you see how this chair is? It's like not even this chair. And you sit down in a little booth and you go. So the lady who looked at me, she's like, all right, you come, right? I get my little private little booth and I'm sitting there and it's like a curtain. And like there's different pictures all over the wall and everything like that. Everything's in Japanese, no English. Nowhere. Nowhere in the whole place. The lady didn't speak in English, or maybe she did and just didn't want to, but no English. So I sat down and luckily there was like a picture. So I just said like, I just pointed at the picture, right? And it's like, you can't, it's a curtain. There's nothing to, I just pointed to a picture and I guess there's somebody behind the curtain. They just pulled the menu and that's it. And they showed up with a bowl of ramen and put it back under the curtain. That was it. Like, I got no interaction with anybody. It's like a curtain, and they just slide everything.
So you
under
saw
the
one
curtain.
person who
The
put you
person
in
that
a
put me in
seat.
the maloof. That was it. Crazy, but the ramen.
You sure
Fire.
that's all they gave you at this place? It sounds a little
sounds a little sketchy.
Nah, I'm telling you,
Right.
that's how it is.
Did it come with a happy ending?
No.
No?
No.
Okay.
None. Unfortunately. But yeah, it was just ramen. But the ramen was fire. It's around the corner. I was trying to find the name of it. I can't, but
You know when you take pictures at places, and this is a great tip for folks
Oh, yeah, you're right.
in case you forget the name of a place. If you took a picture there, if you scroll up on your iPhone, I can't help the Droid users, my fault, but
that's the same thing. They have
they
you
have
can
that
do it,
option
yeah,
too. Okay, you scroll up and it geotags the location, so you can go zoom in, see what street it was on, and then you can
Right.
figure out exactly where. Sometimes it'll have the name of the restaurant. You can tell exactly where you are. Did you go to the fish market?
Yeah. Absolutely. So
Did you wake up at the crack of dawn to
I
go?
did. I was only there for, like I told you, like I didn't sleep the whole time. I had a room, and it was there just to like hold my stuff and like take a shower the next day before I left. But I went at 4, like close to between 4 and 5 a.m.
Yeah, that's when you're supposed to go. Kelly and I didn't make that call time.
Of course not. You guys are the
When
streets.
we were there with all the folks.
And then by the time we got there, the lines. So the fish market is pretty famous in Tokyo. I think they've actually closed off most of it now to
Damn.
the public. Yeah, so when we went, it was still open to the public. But I think they've since changed that rule. But if you would go super early in the morning, there's people line up at like 4 a.m. at the sushi booths.
Yeah.
Like literally 4 a.m. and you'll go and
There's a
it's-
gang of different booths. There's restaurants. There's all kinds of stuff. Like you go around exploring. It's like just people there just chefing stuff up, like different stuff.
because they're going out, they're catching all this tuna and
Yeah.
whatever else there is.
It's like fresh off the boat, like still
So it's
moving.
literally fresh off the boat,
Yeah.
still moving, bringing it to these little sushi and they're not fancy at all.
Nah, it's like little stalls, like
Super little
it's
stalls.
like meat packing back in the day when they were actually had like the meat trucks pulling up. Like,
Yeah,
nothing.
but it'll probably be the best sushi you ever ate.
Yeah, hands down.
Super fresh, super good. Lines are super long, so be
Like, it
ready
didn't even
to.
taste like fish. It was just smooth. Like it was
Super
amazing.
smooth.
Yeah.
Yeah, so if you plan on going and you're a sushi fan, it's definitely
Hands down.
it's probably worth the 4 a.m. wake up call.
Absolutely.
Yeah.
I mean, just take one day out and do it if you have multiple days.
It's just the time difference throws you off. Cause Kelly, how long were we like?
Well,
Kelly-
I was in Tokyo for a weekend. I flew all the way there for the weekend, so I never adjusted to the time.
Sounds about right.
So you did the same, didn't you?
Hong Kong, but yeah.
Okay. Yeah, I never adjusted to the time. I was delirious the entire time I was in Tokyo.
Yeah.
Couldn't get right. So like a whole day ahead.
Did you enjoy yourself though?
I did. I had the best time. It's so clean over there.
Super.
It's super clean, super nice. I obviously stayed more than a weekend, so Kelly came and met me out there. But I went earlier because I also wanted to go Kyoto.
Kyoto.
Yeah, we went to Kyoto, and we saw the cherry blossoms in Kyoto.
Yeah, I didn't go at that time. I'm
Yeah,
mad
so
about
that's
that.
a great time to go for anyone who's looking for like, hey, when's a beautiful time to go? Especially if you're looking for something really picturesque.
How does it compare to? Because you're from DC area. How does it compare?
Oh my God, it's a world of a difference.
Yeah?
Sorry to my DC folks. I love DC and all the things about it and the cherry blossoms and all, but it's on a whole, there's levels to it.
Yeah.
And then in Tokyo, they definitely level up. There's
crazy.
like a whole park that is every kind of bonsai tree and cherry blossom tree you could think of is
It's just all there.
It's just all there, and it's absolutely stunning. It's breathtakingly beautiful, and it's a free park, and it's beautiful.
I don't ever think I've ever heard you say you've gone to a park in my life. Did you
I'm
do it
in
in a park?
Park on 16th.
Yeah, about to say park on 16th or 14th. 14th.
Is it on 14th
Yeah.
Street? I'm in a park on 14th Street, DC.
We
For
went to a
anyone who
couple
knows
parks
that
in
reference.
Tokyo, didn't we? We went to that garden, the matcha tea garden.
Oh, like a Japanese tea garden?
Yeah. That was
So
really
you got to
nice.
do like the
Funny, I didn't
traditional
do that
tea
in
experience.
Japan. I did that in like
You didn't do it
San
traditional
Francisco.
tea
No,
house thing?
I did it in
What's wrong
San
with you,
Francisco. I went to a Japanese tea garden.
So that's silly.
Random.
Yeah, so there's a bunch of cute little Japanese tea markets. We can probably drop that on the social too that are super cute to go to. What else did we do? We did the fish market. We did the traditional tea market. Kyoto was absolutely amazing. I would have loved to do Mount
Mount Fuji.
Yeah.
Yeah, get a
Mount
helicopter
Fuji.
ride.
Yeah, the helicopter ride, Mount Fuji.
In Kyoto, you did the traditional outfit, right?
Yes, we did, and it was super cute. It was a good time. They're just so hospitable.
Yeah.
Very, very nice folks. Like,
Did you, was there like a language barrier at all?
yes,
Yeah.
very much so.
Yeah.
But Google Translate, don't leave home without it.
Facts.
We have a special segment on each episode.
All right, let's do it.
It's a little different on each episode. But for you, my travel connoisseur, we have picked Play That Game. All right?
Let's do it.
You got to guess as many country flags as you can within 60 seconds.
All right.
You ready?
I'm with it.
You ready? All right. We're holding time, Kelly. All right. Let's go.
Germany. Australia?
No.
Brazil?
No.
Kuwait?
No.
Saudi Arabia?
No.
Andrew.
Oh man, I pass. I don't know what that is. China. The Marshall Islands.
No.
The Falkland Islands. I don't know. What is that?
These are really.
Isle of Man.
No.
Slovenia. Slovenia.
Yeah.
Cambodia.
Yeah.
What is that? Pass. I don't know what that is. Scotland. Norway. Poland. Portugal. Russia.
Damn.
England. England? No?
No. Oh, the time.
It's not England?
No. This is Georgia.
Oh, it's Georgia. It looks like England.
England doesn't look like
It
that.
does have like a flag. Like, go look up the flag. Not UK. Look up England.
Yeah, that's not. I don't think it's for things like
Look,
that.
look, it's
All right.
something like that.
Let's see how many he guessed right. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7,
Oh,
8.
there's no dots. But
9.
look,
Told you there's no. That's exactly what I said.
whatever, same thing.
Not.
Crosses.
You got 9 right.
I think I got.
Good job, Drew.
Good job, Drew.
I feel like you cheated on some of those.
I wouldn't have gotten 9 right.
What is this?
Some of those early ones were really hard.
Oh, San. Is this not even a country?
No.
San Marino?
I think there's.
Brunei. I would have never got that one. British Indian Ocean. East Timor? Where is that? Cocos? That's not even a country. Come on, y'all. Cocos?
All right, I guess we did cheat a little bit.
We did. Sorry, I should have been.
Christmas Island. Where is that? You tell me where the Christmas Island is.
It's around a body of
think
water.
It's crazy.
All right, let's do this caviar bump. Where's your next trip?
My next trip is. Damn, I think the next trip is France.
Okay, maybe I'll see you there.
Maybe, perhaps.
Maybe.
Never know. Never into you.
Cheers to that.
Cheers.
Thank you for joining us on this episode of Caviar and Wings. We hope that you found our discussion informative as you plan your next trip to Tokyo. We will share more content on our social media channel, Caviar and Wings, about the hotels and the restaurants and some of the things that we did while we were out there for you to tap into so that you'll have useful tips for your next trip as you start planning for that adventure. And join us next time as we cover new city. Thank you, Drew, for joining us. I
course.
appreciate your
Anytime.
time. Share some photos with us from your adventures as well. We'd be happy to share them with our audience on Caviar and Wings. And hit subscribe. Thanks, guys. Bye.